All right, y'all, we've got another massive win to report. I want this to sink in. This is the biggest company we've changed policy at. Caterpillar has over 113,000 employees globally. They have a market cap of over 170 billion. Before we dive into the changes, I just want to tell everybody what a massive difference you are making so that we can eliminate these woke policies. If it's not clear yet, it should be clear now. We are an ascendant movement. We are no longer an anomaly. We are the trend. We are killing woke policies all across the world. We are going to continue. We will not stop. We will go one by one. Now listen, am I going to say that the changes here are absolutely perfect and Caterpillar is perfect at the end of this? No, but these are massive changes and a big win so that we can make work a little bit easier for everybody who is sick of having political ideology shoved down their throat. All right, so let's dive into what we found and what is changing. I want to start by giving my read on this company and on a lot of companies. You see, I offer off-the-record conversations to executives at many companies. I'm not going to say which ones I spoke to, which ones I didn't. But I will say this. Across the board, something I've been finding is that a lot of executives have essentially understood that they did not understand everything happening within their own companies. A big part of the problem in corporate America, while many people would like to point at BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, and they certainly have a part to play in how companies have gone woke, a bigger issue is these mid-level activists who get into an organization and feel that their job is to spread an ideology instead of doing the job they were hired to do. That's a big part of the problem, and a lot of the activism we've seen at corporations has come from that very place. That's my feeling about Caterpillar. I don't think the executives are true believers in any sense. I think that they just want to do a great job, have a good company that produces great products. I really do think that's the goal for the executives there. However, activists within the company were responsible for some crazy stuff. So Caterpillar, you did have some woke trainings like this about gender ideology. That is going to change. You also had this type of propaganda about how to be an ally, Trans 101. That is not going to be forced on Caterpillar employees going forward. You also had privilege quizzes. This type of woke training and quizzing will no longer be happening. You will also not have propaganda like this, teaching children about far left gender ideology. And sorry, not sorry to the woke folks, but chastising white people for explaining something by calling it white-splaining and then demonizing it is no longer going to be allowed at Caterpillar. And yeah, your privilege quiz is gone now. And seriously, you're going to have to do this on your own time, not on company time or with resources from them. All right, I think that's enough of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Now let's dive into the letter that all Caterpillar employees received today around 1 o'clock Central Time. This is the letter that all employees just received, and instead of spouting DEI, it's talking about integrity, excellence, teamwork, commitment. These are things that people can unite around. When they talk here about fostering a truly inclusive environment, what they're talking about is an environment where people like me and you are able to go to work and not feel like we're having insane values shoved down our throat. Work is just going to be about work. People are expected to be kind to everybody, period, no matter what that person's ideology is. But your ideology is not something that you are expected or able to go and spout off at work. It is not a place for activism. It's a place for work. In this first part about trainings, it makes very clear that all trainings going forward must be focused on their business. No more woke trainings. Number 2 here, I love, you cannot just as an employee of Caterpillar go and apply the company for some survey or for some award. That is something that has to happen at the corporate level. It's not something that just anybody can do. And yes, I do have it on good authority that Caterpillar is not participating with the HRC and their CEI woke scoring system. Number 3 here, inviting speakers is going to require approval from the executive level to ensure that nobody divisive is invited to come speak in the workplace and could potentially end up dividing employees. Number 4 focuses on sponsorships and trainings and ERG groups to ensure that now everything is overseen by the corporate executive level to ensure that everything these groups do is in alignment with the vision of the Caterpillar brand to truly be unifying and not support divisive events. You know, like some of those pride events where kids are exposed to totally inappropriate sexual content. Now listen, is this perfect? No. But these are massive changes that nobody has been able to extract in corporate America for a very long time. And it is thanks to you. It is thanks to the support of my subscribers. If you support what we're doing to bring sanity back to corporate America, subscribe to me on X. Be one of the leaders who helps us fight this ideology and eliminate wokeness from corporate America. We are winning and nobody is going to stop us. None of these left-wing groups trying to force their ideology into the workplace or into academia is going to win in the end. We are going to unite as a people, no longer silent. We are going to speak up and we are going to stop these crazy policies. It just takes you getting activated, you getting involved, and we will be your voice. We will be your megaphone for everything that you have had to experience in the past 5 years. We are done with wokeness. period. If you want to expose your woke workplace, go to robbystarbuck.com/DEI and tell us all about what you've had to experience. Lastly, I want to say thank you to the executives at Caterpillar for embracing sanity here in neutrality and getting away from all these divisive concepts. People appreciate it. Also, for those worried about the future, how do we know these companies don't go backwards? Just so you're aware, we have whistleblowers at all the companies that we've exposed, and they have their eyes on what is going on. If anything crazy happens, we'll know about it, and you'll be the first to know after that.